Welcome to NewToMedia, where we connect you to the best service professionals and help you learn about great experiences all over the world.
Excited to start another NewTo podcast. Sam is another realtor that we've partnered with Realty Re recently, and I'm excited to help the audience learn more about you, Sam. How are you doing today?
I'm feeling awesome, Zach. Thank you so much for having me on. How are you?
Great. A couple things. You have sent some interesting information that I am excited to highlight. I know that you sent a number of cool photos from both San Diego, California, where you used to live, and now Oklahoma City. And I'm excited to help people learn a little bit more about another market. Let me do a screen share so that we can set things up a little bit. All right. Here's a picture of Sam and his beautiful wife. Tell us about you and your wife, Sam. When did you meet?
Man. We met in 2018. I was supposed to fly from San Diego to Arizona, and I bought a ticket last minute, and I happened to be in a middle seat, but went up to the podium, American Airlines, and asked for any other seat on the plane. I don't like middle seats. And that crazy switch happened to be, I walked down,
No way.
And turned and looked, and next to me in that middle seat was Sarah Van Horn, who is now my beautiful wife, which is crazy.
Oh, that is so awesome. That is such a great story. We did not even rehearse that. All right, going back to, let's see here. Want to also tell the audience a little bit about your move, because you said that a few years ago you moved from San Diego to Oklahoma City. Tell us about how that happened and why that happened.
Oh, yeah. So the beautiful woman that you just showed here is in residency. So she is now a third-year physician, and I never, ever imagined living in Oklahoma City. One thing that my wife and I had discussed at the time was a lot of physicians did not have get a chance to get into residency, and she was out here and loved the program. So I was like, just rank it high. I'm down to live in a city for a couple of years, and then we'll see from there. Little did I know that I actually enjoy, it being here in the community. And the picture that you're showing right now, I always tease my wife that
I think it's hilarious. I love this.
I married a physician, so I should be getting ready to kick my feet up and retire from here. And
what'd she think about that?
Yeah, denies my trophy husband lifestyle at this time. And so I said, I guess I gotta work and keep connecting with people and do some real estate transactions. So
okay, fantastic. Well, I know you're doing it. I know that just from talking to you, you're building relationships and you're out there helping people. Tell me a little bit about your practice.
Oh, yeah. So when I first moved to Oklahoma City, I was actually managing a $500 million project. So I graduated from University of San Diego with a master's in commercial real estate, and had a really good cohort of guys and some ladies that absolutely enjoyed, but learned so much just kind of in that short period of time about the commercial space and residential. I love both. And I moved here. Managed the half. If anybody from OKC is watching, they're familiar with our chicken and pickle flicks, Delisi, where that development is, and had a great time kind of really getting my feet wet right out of the master's program and understanding how all of that works from start to finish. But I still have a lot of love for the residential market as well. So kind of balancing the two is what I do the most.
Well, you two are a power couple. There's no other way to put it, Sam. And the fact that you're working with people on both the on new construction and it sounds like commercial and residential, you're covering a lot of ground. So I'm sure that there are going to be a lot of people that are going to see this and want to connect with you. I'm going to connect with another image here because you sent us good stuff, and we're going to then talk a little bit about what's going on in Oklahoma City. We at NewToMedia, we are, of course, focused on helping people to learn about different cities and what's going on in those cities all over the country. So each time we want to try to highlight some of the fun things that are going on. And I know that you actually are doing a great job of building relationships out there in the community. Now this picture, tell me about this also, Sam.
Yeah, so just like you said, never planned, or I talked about moving to Oklahoma City, never planned to get super involved and get to know the people, but the people here are gold. I think that's kind of one of the biggest things that I've taken away.
Yeah.
I've gotten involved in my church, gotten to really have a really good core group of people and just enjoy people. I, play pickleball. I'm out and about, hanging out with people, learning about people here in a place that I never, like I mentioned, never planned to live in. So I definitely enjoy it, and way more than I expected to.
That's awesome.
Look forward to getting to know more people.
That's awesome. I'm excited for you, man.
Thank you.
Let me ask you, with real estate, obviously it's kind of a strange time. I mean, I was just listening to Chairman Powell of the Federal Reserve talk earlier today, and he was talking about how, the wage pressures are starting to ease a little bit. So some of the inflation is easing in most categories. It's improving. And so real estate professionals are all looking for real interest rates to come down at least a little bit later this year. I know some people are renting in the meantime. I know even from a business standpoint, I know some people are probably waiting to make big decisions on some of those interest rate changes. But are there any comments that you would have for people that?
Definitely. I would say that don't sleep on Oklahoma City. Again, I have not done a lot of preaching to the rooftops about how great it is here, but start looking, start either for the people here, definitely buy your houses, because I think people are going to have the same epitome and understanding of how great this location is once they, maybe they're moving to Texas en masse, moving to Florida en masse, moving to, Idaho en masse. But the next big move would be a place where you could still get a relatively nice house for $200,000.
Yeah.
So I think that I foresee I love being in an emerging market where there's still plenty of land. There's still so much opportunity. There's so much reasonably priced homes. I'm loving being in a space where I'm getting to meet with people that are maybe moving from more expensive places and are like, wow, I can afford $1 million house that looks like $1 million house.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Or, they can afford a place in another state they were renting, and they're like, maybe I can actually, that's cheaper than what I was renting for. I can afford a mortgage here.
Exactly. And I don't think house prices are going down. The affordability may get a little bit better because of interest rates, but I don't think house prices are likely to be going down anytime soon. And that's a really good point about why OKC. If you're somebody who is a pre-retiree, I'm a certified financial planner. That's part, that's what I do when I'm not doing NewToMedia, is I help people with investment management and planning for retirement and other things that require planning. And where you retire determines a lot of how well your money lasts.
Sure.
And it might be that if you are somebody who was hoping to maybe spend some time at a vacation home, either in the mountains or at the beach, you need to rent that property out part of the year so that it can pay for itself. And you need to live in a place like Oklahoma City that you can live at a reasonable cost and make that $1 million that you've saved really last in retirement. It is a great strategy. You don't necessarily have to move to Mexico to make your dollars last. There are great places here in the U.S. that you can move to and have a great retirement for a lot less in some markets. So that's a great point, Sam.
Agreed.
Okay, I'm going to share just a couple other things, but while I'm doing that, while I'm pulling up a couple more images, you got to tell me about some great places to eat. You had shared some cool spots in OKC to go eat, and I have to get some food info in every time.
Oh yeah, when you come visit, we'll go all around the places. But I am actually very shocked by the food here. Mexican food, not so much. Generally, the rest of the food, awesome. So Ramsey's Kitchen. So Gordon Ramsay has a newly opened restaurant. I'm a huge fan of that place. It's in Chisholm Creek. So if you're from OKC, you're familiar with that area.
Okay.
Chicken and Pickle, as I mentioned before, is at the Half. And they actually have very, very good food. It's, chicken, mostly chicken, but they have other stuff as well. And you get to play some pickleball as well, which is always a great time.
I love it.
There. Yeah. And then Vast is great if you want a really nice date night. It's the highest tower in Oklahoma City, and you get to go there and enjoy your significant other. And the food is pretty reasonably priced as well. So lots of great food. People love food here. You see cars at restaurants all the time. So a great atmosphere for sure.
I love it. I love it. I noticed you also have mentioned a place called 20 Faux Hour.
Oh, yeah.
That place. I love faux puns.
Oh, my. Yeah. I can't believe I just missed that place because it is literally fire. It just came out. It was like, I think it's been open for less than a month. And they have all sorts of pho. They have pad thai. They have my personal favorite is the pho bowl, but you get a red curry broth and you get the pork. Ask them for pork and get them ramen with ramen noodles. Oh man, so good, and it's again reasonably priced, and it's at Chisholm Creek. Definitely go.
I love it. See, now for that plug, you might even get a nice upgrade from
That's
medium
true.
to a large, man. Just for doing that.
I know the owner, and I expect. Come on, sir.
No, that's it. That's a lot of my ambition for doing NewToMedia is just to get plugs, so I get. All right, we've got a couple other great images to share with. This is one from the graduation. I had to share this. Great pictures of you two. Both of you getting degrees from, I guess yours is from University of San Diego, and
she went to
a medical institution?
Medical school in Idaho, and I went to the University of San Diego. So again, we met on that flight. She went to undergrad in San Diego, and then it was a lot of flying back and forth to Idaho. And I remember at that time, my buddies were like, wow, you must really love this girl to be flying to Idaho. And I'm like, well, yes, but also now I've shown my love even more by moving to Oklahoma, and I didn't know, I was going to.
You didn't know you were going to love Oklahoma. That's so cool, man.
Exactly.
Well, that's cool. Good for you guys. I'm happy for you. Trying to see. did I forget any other cool images? There's one. Speaking of fun, this is a great positive way to finish it because, and this speaks to, this is not just fun. This speaks to business because, ladies and gentlemen, when you're working with a real estate professional, you want to work with someone that can network with other realtors and someone that can be a conversation starter and someone that can make connections for you, because real estate is, of course, a relationship business like anything else. This is Sam doing some marketing from some previous work that you did. You said you have some experience with digital marketing and other things. You want to speak to that?
So I started in a marketing agency when I first moved to San Diego in 2014. I did a lot of emceeing, big conferences, and et cetera. And a buddy of mine who I used to model with when I first moved to San Diego actually had told me, it was a group of guys, we went to Paris together. Yep. And he had mentioned on that trip that he was DJing. And I was like, what? That's so random. I would never expect for you to do that. And he told me it's weddings, it's a little bit in the club scene. So I was like, okay, I'm trending. And so when I got back to San Diego, I looked into it a little bit. The guy that I had talked to was like, hey, come out to one of my events right away. I ended up, starting a DJ company in San Diego, kind of goes with the event stuff and marketing, and did not know that I was going to enjoy it as much as I have. I still retain that in San Diego. So if you guys are doing events, got a whole team out there, and we, again, just having a great time. I think, like you said, a conversation starter to have, get to spend time and become, a couple's best friend, or, the event planner's best friend, just kind of really spending the time for energy to get to know them rather than just be, okay, pay me and we're out, so.
That's so cool. And it's funny. One of my cousins has a event planning company in San Diego.
Oh,
so
nice.
I need to introduce you to Chris. Actually, it's Dan that has it. But
do you know what the company's called?
Creative Happens. There's a plug for Dan and Chris. It's a fantastic. I think they were based out of LA, but moved to San Diego, so now they're there. But I'm going to make a connection so that you guys can connect and do business together. All right. Well, Sam, I know this has been kind of short, but this is a great introduction to your practice in Oklahoma City. I'm really excited to future episodes and get into more of what's going on in OKC, and you actually taking over the show in Oklahoma City as one of our hosts, because I know you're going to do a fantastic job.
Thank you for the trust.
Let's go! Let's go!